Hello everyone. Thank you for joining the stream. So we are live, right? Let me check a second. It's my first time. I think we're live. Yeah. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining the stream. I'm Napoleon. Here we have Kyloren and also with me. Today we're gonna talk about uh, Topshot Marketplace. As you know that the price is going down recently. That many people are panicking that they buy only a week ago and then price going down. Okay, maybe before we start, let us introduce Kylo and also first. Maybe Kylo first. Hi Kylo, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. Is my stream okay? I don't know. It's the first time I'm doing this like on video and audio.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Also, how are you doing?
Doing great. You both have better lighting than I do. It's really dark here, so
Yeah,
apologies for that.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'll
Okay.
have to get some lighting, some studio lighting or something for next time.
Okay. Yeah. So as you notice that also is the second highest valuation account in Topshot. Congratulations, your account is very big, man.
Thank you for today. MBL is always, we go back and forth, so it's a good competition. Him and I. So he might pass me up.
Yeah, you guys are in a different league. Only competition is whale shark for you guys. Go catch him.
Yeah. But
never sell. What do they say? Diamond hands. Yeah.
Yeah, the whale shark is keeping their asset in the vault, right? So they will never sell. So, but I noticed that you have a lot of moments more than NPL, right? NPL is focused on the high value asset only, but you have like 10,000 moments, right?
Mm-hmm.
While he only less than 3,000, I think.
Yeah, he's got very high value moments, which I think will pay off. It was a good strategy of his. So
yeah,
in the long run, I think we'll see. But it's a good. There's no way to go. It's hard to go wrong. I think there's a lot of good strategies.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the marketplace recently? Yeah, you know that the price is going down very fast, especially on the Series 2 moment. What do you think?
Well, I think we can pull up a chart of any market and see this trend. This isn't anything unusual for any type of market. So pull up a chart of Bitcoin, you can see it dips all the time. So I don't see how this is any different. We had a big influx of new users who bought up the floor, and it got to a point where the floor was so thin that it jumped up, double, triple, and then it has to take time for people to get used to the new price level and start listing some stuff. So it always going to come down a little bit for these type of things.
Yeah, I think we saw this like just a week ago. We saw this or a couple of weeks ago. It seems like a long time here, but I think we had a pullback, and then immediately there were like a flush of new users when NBA players came in and started investing in Topshot, and we saw another big jump. And I feel like we're just about ready for another jump when the new badges come out, the rookie badges and the first play badges. So I'm holding on to those moments, because as soon as those badges come in, I mean, people already know they're coming, but a lot of people don't know about this, and the visual effect is going to be something else. So I'm definitely holding on to those, and then the pump definitely is coming for those. I think the price down might be driven a lot also by Series 2 bases, which went up quite a lot, but then a lot of new Series 2 moments are coming in from the new common packs that are going to be the new pre-order packs that are going to be delivered soon. So I think some volatility is probably coming from there. But I see Series 1 moments, a lot of OGs holding on to them, and most of them are probably like not selling because everybody make some kind of profit on Series 2 and flipping like new packs and stuff, and goes back into investing in Series 1 moments that they think are good holds for long term. So that's what I see the strategy like going forward for a lot of people is going to be, because we know that Series 2, Series 3, and there's going to be many more series to come. and obviously the value will lie in the moments which are also scarce, but also like moments that people like emotionally and connect emotionally with. And those moments are going to be in all seasons, but especially for series one, it's not only that they are the first moments on Top Shot, but they're also the first moments on Flow blockchain. I've written about this before, so it kind of has a historic significance, which is why I see series one as like the one place where people will keep continuing to put in more money, and then other places like go for either the rookies or the amazing moments like the Ja put back dunk, or other cool moments from other series is what people should hold on to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I will share a screen a bit. Can you see my screen? Right? Yeah, yeah. As we notice that this is the chart from the on the moment. This is the first pump that we had back in middle of January. Price going up very fast from this 20 only to 200 10 times here, and we had a pullback around almost 50% from 200 to 100. This is the index made by the OTM. They used 50 moments from both series 1 and series 2. So this price should kind of reflect the pricing of the market right now. And after the pullback, how long is pullback? Maybe like 2 weeks, 2 weeks pullback, and then going up again. I think the start of the this pump is uh, when the team told people that Moments Series 2 will going to limited edition, right? And then people start to buying. I remember that Luka Doncic was only $35. Then in a week, it went to 600, 700. So this is the chart 2 days ago, I think. Is this 2 days ago? 1st March. So yeah, this is yesterday, I think. Yeah, 2 days ago, right? This is 2 days ago chart. We see pullback, but I think yesterday price going down a bit. Maybe we are at around this level right now. So I think, yeah, I like also said before that every pump will every pump will wait, every pump will going down a bit to for people to adjusting to the current new floor level. So, how do you guys think about completing challenge in size two, considering the price is now going back down again? Is it worth it to complete challenge? Are you guys buying for challenge?
I am. I just like completing challenges, even if even though the prices of all the required moments drop a little bit after the challenge, and kind of equalizing the value, because a lot of the value for the required moments go into the reward itself. And in an efficient market, it'll just be break even. But just for the game element of it, I enjoy getting the achievement of completing the challenge. So I'm always going to be doing that.
How about you, Kylo? Okay,
Yeah,
continue.
I mean, sorry, Alxo, go ahead, finish.
Oh no, I was just rambling there. I was done. Go for it.
Okay.
Okay, so I mean, the thing with challenges is, I mean, everybody loves challenges. I love it too, and you get a chance at the number one or jersey, which is amazing in itself. So that if you hit that, that's the big time, right? And then if you continue doing many challenges, you probably have a better chance of maybe hitting one of the lower serials or the number one or jersey number. So that's one reason to continue doing them. But obviously, if, for example, if you're not putting in more money from outside into Top Shot to complete the current challenges, you probably have to liquidate some moments, sell them, and then buy these new moments on the marketplace. So that's the big question in my mind, whether I should sell my current moments so that I can buy some of these slightly higher price moments, because obviously they've come due to the challenge, and then do that challenge. So I'm not really sure until now, but about the mgle one, I might just do it. But I'm definitely doing the holo challenge, the James Harden reward moment. I'm doing that one. because first wallets is a first moment with the nets, and it's obviously a legendary moment, and we see those having much larger value potential, even though they may be less liquid than, say, a common or a mgle. So yes, I'm doing the holo one, and I'm going to do the next one as well, the Jokic holo reward. I'm still undecided on mgles. I might need to sell some stuff to buy that, so I'm not sure what to sell.
But okay, maybe for also, when did you buy the moments for market, before the pump or after the pump, or right
I-
now maybe?
Um, just throughout, just whenever I have extra cash, I throw it at Top Shot. So luckily for the holos, I bought most of those within a day or two after the drop, and so they were all $1,000, $2,000. I haven't even checked recently, but I think they're a lot more than that right now.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
complete the hardened challenge, it's a lot more expensive now. But
They are calculated around $80,000 to complete harden now.
yeah, I think I picked up the curry at like 8,000 or something. That was the most expensive
Yeah,
one, and it's a
yeah,
lot more now, I bet. Um, so yeah, it's a lot harder decision now. Um, but that's why whenever there's a new set out, I'll check the blockchain or the Top Shot Explorer to see what the upcoming reward moments are going to be, and then try to collect the full set ahead of time so that you can have the moments before they even announce the challenges by just knowing which moments are on the blockchain. Yep, exactly right there.
yeah.
So
So continue.
yeah, so for example, you can see the Kawi there in the Christian Wood as rewards, and those two are likely connected to those 18. So half of those 18 are going to be tied to the Leonard, and then the other half are tied to the Christian Wood. Whereas these three rewards are split between the first 27. Most likely, that's if they continue down the pattern they've established. They could have always changed their pattern too. So it's not for sure looking at this, but you can make a good guess on what moments are going to be part of what challenge.
Yeah, right. So for myself, yeah, I bought the remaining 18 moments for the Booker and Jamal Murray challenge because
Mhm.
I don't think I will complete for Terry Rozier considering the price is quite expensive.
Mhm.
So I bought the 18 for the Booker and Murray.
Yeah, and
How
both of
about
those
you
are good
also?
rewards. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So as soon as the mgle came out as part of the legendary packs, I noticed that it was the Rozier, Murray, and Booker rewards. So I went ahead and picked up the whole set, and that was even before that first dip that you showed in that graph. So I do you still have that graph open from Twitter? I'm trying to visualize it. I think I bought at the peak, that first peak at the end of February. Not that one, though. That earlier, if you go back
Hmm. Oh,
to no, not
this
that
one.
graph. Oh yeah, so I bought at the first peak, all the
Wow.
mgle. So then I felt pretty bad when it dipped a little bit, but now I mean it's all good now. So it came back
Yeah.
up. So yeah.
Yeah. Now, this is the moment. Sorry. This is the moment for the MGLE. How about you, Kylo? When
I
did you
don't know
buy
about
your
the
moment?
for the holo challenge. I bought it in the first dip, like earlier when the as soon as the holo packs came out. I remember that I couldn't get any. I actually was in line, 700 in line, so I should have got one pack. But you remember they had some issue where people got ahead and they were able to buy out the entire thing. So I was pretty disappointed. But obviously, I had my account loaded with some Dapper Dollar, and as soon as those packs launched, people were dumping holos for literally the same pack cost, or maybe most of them were between 2 to 3K in price. And even Curry and AD holo was around maybe between 6 to 8K at that time. This is
Yeah.
before the second pump. So I got all of my holos in that week. I took 7 days to like hustle and try and buy as many as possible, or I try to get some on rent, and completed all three challenges. And I was glad I did that, because as we know, the prices have gone up insanely since that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty happy with those, and those are very high value challenges. So I'm not really sure if I'm going for the MGLE ones, although I would like to. I don't know. I have a question for you guys. Do you guys also look at the play itself and the reward moment? Like, how good is the play, the moment, whether it's a dunk or whether it's a nice play, whether you before you decide to go for that challenge reward or not? That's something I would like to ask. Also, I think there's some people trying to ask questions in the comments. If Naps, you want to take a look at those.
Yeah, yeah. We will answer that. So maybe for me, I didn't really look at the moment for the challenge, but maybe for the future, like if I don't want to complete the challenge, I will buy after the challenge finish, and will specific aim for the specific moment if I'm not completing the challenge. How about you also?
I typically haven't cared much about the play, but looking and following the market, the community certainly does. So you can look at the three-pointer from Luka during the first round in Series 1, how that's taken off and he is even more valuable than the LeBron James play of the same set. So I've definitely been watching a lot more games, and I think that's going to pay off for deciding what to invest in going forward. And that goes for any moment, not just the challenges.
Yeah. So maybe I will share the screen a bit again. And yeah, so why did I completing the challenge for the MGLE despite the price is quite high? Because I thought like uh, if you see this, you compare like James Harden, the size one is 16,000, but we know this is reward moment, but the size two Harden is less than 3,000 right now. So I think maybe just like a quarter of the size one is quite good price for Harden. So despite, yeah, I noticed that if you see how much Jamal Murray right now and Booker, Booker is $10,000 and Murray, oh, Booker was only $8,000 I think 2 3 days ago. But as we know, because of this challenge reward, not many listing there. And Murray is $4,000. So thinking like you need to pay like previously when I first buy, you need to pay like 35,000 to buy 18 moments for these two challenges. So if you pay 35,000, you will get bonus Booker and Murray around $12,000 back then. But now I think you only need around 25,000 to get Booker and Murray series 2. So I think if you like this boat, maybe the price is quite good considering the size 2 MGLE price itself is deep, quite big. Yeah, I think around 40% maybe since the first I buy 2 days ago. Yeah, when on the stream previously with on the moment, I'll talk about this as well. Like people ask if the MGLE price is will go down. I said, yeah, come on. The floor was $1,000. I think back then. I think that's too high for the size to MGLE, considering the MGLE size one was only 600. I think back then. But people said that you need to add the premium of the challenge reward. What do you guys think?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, until that challenge, everyone expects that there's going to be every metallic gold's going to be used towards a challenge reward. So that's kind of just implicitly baked into the value until that challenge reward comes out, and then the value transfers to the reward itself. The other interesting thing too is we haven't seen any rewards from Series 2 MGLE come out yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be less than $2.99 of each. So those rewards for Series 2 are going to be more rare than a normal mgle from Series 1. So that's something to consider.
I do have a point here to make, though. If we're comparing Series 1 mgle to Series 2, the prices are on the basis of just the scarcity. So one is $2.99, the other is $4.99. And also the challenge reward, like you said, is much scarcer. But the Series 1 mgle is going to get the first play badge of
First
that
one.
player, first moment on Top Shot, or first play on Top Shot of that player. So that definitely already has a premium attached to it, and that won't be the case for Series 2. And I'm just thinking, like, eventually there's going to be so many series. Each series is going to have its own metallic gold. And how would you see collectors going forward? Would they want to collect mgle set from each series, or will they just pick and choose their favorite players? How's it going to be? Because if you do try and do the challenge reward for the mgle, eventually you would want to sell these series to mgle moments. As long as more and more players keep coming in, the prices probably should inch up and should not go down too much after the challenge reward. But then in the long term, you're assuming that people would want to collect these mgle sets. I think mgle set is one of the good ones because it's a recurring set in every series, so probably has better demand other than the some of the filler sets like I don't know, Deck the Hoops, or which is one off in each series. I just don't know how it will pan out, but it's interesting to think about that.
So because I think like if you see take one for example, maybe Tobias Harris, the size one is 1.3, and the size 2 is 800. So if you transfer the maybe 300 400 to the reward, I think the price are only 400 comparing to this 1.3 thousand. I think this is worth it to buy, in my opinion.
Yeah, it
So
really
maybe
depends on the long-term value of Series 1 being the first moments, like Kylo was saying. If we look at other similar industries like Pokemon cards, you can see the Series 1 is
yeah,
exponentially more valuable than the following series. So
agree.
there's some speculation there that's going to be the same here, but there's definitely some precedent for it.
But like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
question is, would you sell Series 1 stuff? Maybe not mgles, but like bases and other stuff to buy Series 2 for the challenges. Would you do that?
I do, just for completion's sake, but I don't think it's a good investment. I'd say if Series 1 has the best longer term.
Yeah, I think
But
for
I
myself
also
as well. Hmm?
oh sorry,
Okay, continue.
I just enjoy I just enjoy the game element of Top Shot too. So participating in each challenge is a big part of the value for me. So even making poor financial decisions is part of the game too. And it's still, I think it's hard to go wrong actually. So might as well
Hey,
have
it
some
Agree
fun
worked
with it.
out. I mean, you completed so many challenges in Series 1. I think that worked out quite well for, I think, all of us. More so for Alxo. I think he did quite a few more. And Napoleon, you're lucky with Devin Booker, right? You got his Series 1 #1
number
and
one.
jersey
Yeah.
match.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
why you're going for Series 2 as well. Give other people some chances, man.
Yeah, I was very lucky. I think I got like a Kevin Porter Jr. Jersey number 2 for the reward, and OG Anunoby the same conference semifinal jersey number as well. So maybe we answer a bit of the question in the chat. So James Vincent asking, are you holding on to the rookies after the batch, or will you sell after? What is your strategy?
Which one, Luca?
No, the rookies after the badges are implemented, will you sell it? How is your strategy?
Series 1 rookies.
Yeah, size 1 or size 2 maybe.
No, my strategy is to never sell. Everything's still undervalued, in my opinion.
Yeah, I
How about
mean,
you, Alxo?
if you look at, we have 100K or so users on board, maybe a little more than that, and we have millions of fans coming in. Rookies traditionally have highest value in terms of as basketball traditional cards go. So definitely hold on to those, or as many as you can. And maybe, I mean, if you have quite a few and you don't believe some of these rookies will have a good potential in the future, you can sell some of those. But rookies are like big risk and big reward play, right? Only
Yeah.
maybe very few of these will eventually go on to become legends of the game. The others will just fade away. So, but that one or two cards that eventually say it might be LaMelo Ball becomes the face of NBA in the next 6 to 10 years. You might want to hold on to that. It might give you outsized returns, which is why people love the rookie cards. But at this point, like I've so said, a lot of people still yet to know or come on to Top Shot. So never mind the pullback. I think definitely it's most moments are long-term holds for me. I would only sell if I need to, buy into more other Top Shot stuff or consolidate into, cooler Series 1 moments, which is something that I've been doing over the last couple of weeks. I've been selling some of my bases and stuff and buying into some cosmics that I want. It may not be the most highest percentage tactic in terms of percentage rewards, but these are some moments that I really wanted in my collection. So Top Shot has kind of gamed me into thinking to make some nice and cool collections. Like I have my, uh, you know, uh, matching Cosmics and Holo collection. I made some showcases on that, and I really wanted. So I have a Jason Tatum Holo, and I've been wanting his Cosmic for a long time. And I've just been seeing its price go up and up quite a lot. Finally, I bought one last week. I don't know if it was the best decision because I bought it quite expensive, but in the end, I feel like wanting to complete my collection, and it's going to be very hard for me to let go of that. So I think it's that's why Series One is such a good long term option, because a lot of people, as collectors, will want to hold on and never sell their moments.
Okay. So, can you guys share how you got started on Top Shot? I think also and Kylo, you both are big in NFT as well, right? Also, is have a lot of cryptocurrencies, right? You are following Dapper.
Yeah. So I heard about CryptoKitties when it first blew up in 2017, and I picked up a few and then let it sleep for a few months, and then I really got into the genetics and everything, and joined a couple different breeding teams and just went a little crazy with it, and then got really close to that community. It's an awesome community, and somewhere along the line, they made this partnership with the NBA, and I just stayed up to date with what Dapper Labs was doing throughout all this, and as soon as they had this new project come out on day one, I was ready to throw everything I had at it. So that's how I got into it. And then I'm also a basketball fan, so it was just kind of a perfect fit. And I'm even more of an NBA fan now because of Top Shot, which is also a good sign, I think, for the longevity of this project, where you already have super fans of NBA around the world. This just makes them even stronger of a fan. So, yeah, that's how I got here.
How about you, Kylo? How do you hear Top Shot?
Actually, Top Shot is my first NFT purchase. Although
I see.
I actually started researching about Bitcoin and Ethereum last year, and that's when I heard about CryptoKitties. But obviously, by that time, the game had already peaked and gone down quite a bit, not that much volume. But and it was a really cool game and application. That's when I started researching into Dapper Labs, and then I realized they have a partnership with the NBA. They're coming up with this new product. So that's when I decided to put in my email. They had like a email list that you could put in if you want to be part of the private beta, and eventually they sent me an email that they've started off and if I would like to join. That's how I joined. and Topshot became my first NFT. In fact, because of that, I got to know about Rarible and other NFTs like CryptoPunks and other stuff because of this and because of getting into this. So I'm thankful to Topshot for that as well. So that's how I got in. I used to play basketball back in school, but I don't play that much now. And I used to watch the NBA maybe in 2012 for a year or so, and not that much afterwards. But now because of Top Shot, I've got like a full year subscription membership, and I watch quite a few games and highlights because of this.
Okay, thank you. So there is question about the withdrawal. Did you guys know that DeFi Ted in Twitter posted that he managed to withdraw $37,000 in one go? Do you know about that?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, good for them. I would have recommended they put that back into the marketplace because they might regret it later. but I understand it. If you invested a lot into this, you have some bills to pay. I've just been letting the credit card bills stack up, so I should probably take out a little bit, but I really don't want to.
So how many have you take out from withdraw from Topshot also?
I've done 2 withdrawals of $2,500 each. I've done 2 of the USDC withdrawals, so 5,000 I've taken out.
So have you tried that if your limit has increased now?
Well, let me try.
Okay, how about you?
Actually, I don't have more than 22.5K in my Dapper wallet because I spend it. So I wouldn't be able to know because it only gives you a warning if you don't actually. I was going to try, 5,000, but if you don't have 5,000 in your wallet, it's just going to say you don't have enough to withdraw. So I have no way of knowing what my limit is right now.
I see.
I have to
How
sell
about you
some
also?
stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I withdrew maybe once or twice. I think $600 to $1,000 each, and that was a long time back. That's before it all shot up. And even at that time, it was taking 3 days to a week to process. But I just wanted to check out if it actually works. And after that, it just became too delayed or it was taking too long. So I just decided it's not worth it to like get my Dapper stuck. And um, so I just end up spending it on the marketplace basically. And if I need to generate some ETH for something else, I try to do like a private deal or something. I know that's difficult to come by these days, but as we all know, all the OGs and we trust each other, sometimes I just do that. But yeah, I haven't really taken out much right now because it just would take too long. So I haven't even tried to do that.
So about the DeFi that maybe I will. Actually, this issue was raised as well in the leadership room last night. That one of the captain asking Alan about this. Why like we captain but we still only have 2,500 limit, and new people like DeFi that have blue check mark in Twitter managed to able to withdraw 37,000 with only few days. I think he mentioned that only 2 or 3 days he may withdraw that, but we took 3 weeks, 1 month for that withdrawal. So Alan said that uh, sometimes the slow in withdrawals is tied with us having multiple accounts, because as you know that back then we complete challenge a lot, right? But now we cannot do it anymore, so we have a lot of multiple accounts. That's why they said complicated histories with trades could make the team hard to check your yeah, like the trust in the history of trade. He said, but if new people that have straightforward trade, maybe just buy and sell, not like going around sending out, sending in, back in. And he said that if you are known in real life and have simple transaction history, there the risk is pretty low, so that will be uh, quicker to withdraw. I think the point is it is good for the long term that we will be able to to withdraw like $25,000 at one time, because as you know, if we withdraw 2,500 in 3 weeks, when can we withdraw all our money from the dapper, right? So yeah, I think in the future when they can sort this multi account problem, that people only have one account each, then we have like reputation in our account, we can withdraw faster and with higher limit. I believe that this is their top priorities at the moment, they said.
Yeah, you bring up some really good
Yeah,
points. Like that the people who've been here for a long time have a lot more transaction history and a lot more like off the market trades, which probably
Yeah,
um, they have to review manually for any
yeah,
fraud, which takes a lot longer. But someone who's newer and only buys and sells from the marketplace is a lot less risky. So that's a good point.
yeah, because one of their consideration is the anti-money laundering, right? So
Mhm.
if when you do off-market trade, yeah, this kind of make flag for them.
Yep.
But you want
They
to
have to
say?
protect their
Mhm.
collectors. They have to protect all of the collectors and themselves.
Yeah,
So it makes sense.
yeah, because they need to comply with all regulation around the world. What did you want to say? Also, anything?
I was just saying, Roham also did mention on Twitter that since this person was a public profile, publicly well known, and also verified on Twitter, so it's a real person tied to that account. They already know that, so probably was easier for them to complete that transaction. I don't know if there is a difference between whether you're doing a USDC withdrawal or whether you're withdrawing to a US bank account. Whether that makes a difference in how fast it is done. I'm not sure of that, but yeah, it really has that's one of the major pain points of the community, and as soon as that is readily available, I think we're definitely going to see a lot more trust into Topshot. A lot of people are withholding on investing into this just because they know that withdrawals is an issue right now. Although a lot of people
Yeah,
feel that when withdrawals is open, a lot of people may be withdrawing their money rather than spending it on the market right now. But I feel long term it will just generate more trust in the community. And yeah, it's I think it's taken them longer than it should have, but I guess they're doing all it takes to do it. They're increasing the members in their team. So hopefully it should be done sooner rather than later. So until then, I'm not even trying. Until they have like seamless instant withdrawals available, I'm not trying to withdraw anymore.
Yeah,
yeah,
I think the withdrawals, because they do warn new users about depositing funds, about how long the process is to get approved for withdrawals. But I think as soon as they speed that up, it's not going to make everyone on the platform withdraw all their money. It's going to make more people want to trust putting money into it if they know they can get it back out. So I think it's ultimately going to pump the market the faster they can get that going.
yeah, I agree actually. Because I think the one that who want to cash out quick right now is only Flipper, that maybe buy from pack and get 5 times, 10 times their money and just want to cash that out. So actually, that one really hurt the overall market, because collectors will hold their collection, most of people, and like you said that when they are able to withdraw easily, they will be comfort to put more money into the platform. So another question is, yes, uh, Barnes will Barnes says to MGLE will be his first moment in Top Shot. I think Barnes didn't have any common size 2 at the moment. So maybe we talk about deals. if you join Top Shot right now and you have $500, what will you buy in market right now? Will you buy size one, or will you buy size two? Will you buy common, or will you buy several moments, or only one two high value moment?
Yeah, so I've been thinking about this. There's a lot of context that comes with with being a new user too. As a new user, for me, I would join the Discord and see that you have to join the 100 club to use emoji reactions, which that would be my top priority. So I would buy as many floor moments as I could with $500 to try to get to 100 moments, which I don't think is possible right now, but you can get probably halfway there with 500 if you're watching the marketplace really closely. And then also, there's not much downside. There's not much risk if you're buying the floor moments, I think. So it can go from $10 down to $1 for a moment, but that's at 90%. There's a lot more downside from higher value moments. So if I had not very much to put in, I'd probably go the less risky route, and it would get me closer to the 100 club. So it's a win-win.
But as you see that low value moment actually, if in my opinion, have less demand, right? So maybe right that the upside, maybe like the downside is not big, but the upside is not big as well, right?
Yeah, it's less risk, less reward as well. So you gotta just go with your own risk tolerance. But I've seen that since there's such a shortage of supply across the board, even the less popular players have a pretty good return so far. So, because in the grand scheme of things, even 15,000 mint is just a small number, even for a player that's not an all-star. They're still in the NBA and they still have a large fan base.
So your strategy will be buying the cheap moment.
Yep.
Yeah. How about you also? If you start now and have 500, what will you buy?
You mean Kylo?
Oh
So
yes, yeah.
yeah. So if I can just share my screen real quick, I can just. Can you see it now?
Not yet. You click the share, right?
Yeah. Can you see it now?
Oh wait. I think I need to add to stream. Okay.
I'm sharing my Topshot tab.
We can see it.
So what I did is I just sorted these moments by lowest ask, ascending, and series one. So as you can see, just below $500, we have the Russell Westbrook base, which is $4.99, and I think we have Jeremy Grant, Kai Bauman. Kai Bauman is gonna actually, it's a rookie. He's gonna get the rookie badge, I think, but I've not really seen him playing around that much recently. So I think just below 500, Russell Westbrook is probably a good bet because he is, he's been a previous MVP and is undervalued on Top Shot right now. A lot of his moments because he's probably not on a good or great team that has a chance to play in the playoffs. But he's been a great player, and whenever he does retire, his moments are going to be valued quite highly. So I think this Russell Westbrook at $4.99 seems like a good buy, just below $500. But if you were going with Series 2, I think there are a lot of good moments that you could go for. Let's say Series 2, common, descending. Because in Series 1, there was no KD was in there. Steph Curry just played a small part in Series 1 in that season. So you have a lot more moments of him coming from Series 2. So I think that might be a good buy. For example, the Steph Curry base out of 7,500 is only 565, or another Steph Curry base from Series 2 is in the 200s, 259. This one from 15,000. I think these are good buys because Curry, being a legend of the game, is going to go down in history as one player who changed the game, and I think his moments are still slightly undervalued. So maybe Curry is probably a good way to go if you're getting into Series 2 bases under $500.
So you're gonna going for the big moment, big players, instead of the low tier moment, right?
Yeah, just buy and hold. Like just buy that and hold long term.
Yeah, I think that's good buy for the Westbrook. I think as well. I think maybe for me, if I have $500, maybe I will share screen too. Someone said that Howard says one. I think yeah, Howard is at 369. How about the Chris Paul? Chris Paul cheapest is already 537, 38 here. Yeah, I think Howard is a very good player too. That gonna retire soon. I think many of the uh, old player like Chris Paul, Dwight Howard seems quite cheap in the market. People like a young player more than old player. Actually, this was also my question early in the Top Shot because I wasn't into NBA very much previously. See, maybe like Colin Sexton here is the same price as Dwight Howard. I was asking like why Chris Paul was very cheap back then, despite his accolade is he had a lot of accolades, All Star and etc. But people said that people like to bet on the young players. See that the price of Colin Sexton is the same as the Dwight Howard, despite Dwight Howard is already proven his career, while Sexton still have 10 years to prove that he can be consistent with his play. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. There's so many good strategies out there, and it's hard to go wrong, I think. So I think if you collect what you enjoy, there's a good chance that someone else is going to really enjoy it as well. So yeah, you might as well have fun with it while you're investing. That's why I'm investing here instead of regular cryptocurrency or stock market.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you, Kylo?
Yeah, I
What do
agree.
you think about players?
Definitely agree on the big name players. Topshot just adds one more layer to this by actually having the video of the play as well. So I think that also comes in as a factor if you're deciding between two moments of the same player. Go for the moment with which is probably more memorable or more exciting, because a lot of NBA fans who will come into the game would have actually gone to some of these games to see them live. And if you've been there to see it live, you definitely want to own that moment. And I've actually had deals with a couple of members on Discord where someone came to me, okay, I was actually there at the moment when Kelly Oubre made that shot in Series 1, so I really want to own that MGLE. So they would probably pay a premium for that to hold that moment as it's, a memory for them to hold on to. So that makes it even more extra special. So I think hold on to those plays which are extra memorable that people would definitely want to collect.
So there's question in the chat. I think some people now in the marketplace chat is valuing the player that feature in the moment, like maybe the Seth Curry that giving assist to Luka, and maybe like Rondo that giving assist to LeBron. What do you guys think about that? Is there any addition add value, or maybe the value is only in the player itself?
Yeah, I didn't even think of that until these recent pack openings with the NBA players, and then I noticed that's something that they in their commentary bring up a lot is like who else is also in that play. So I've been starting to look at that too, like and then I noticed other collectors collecting a bunch of moments where it's not just a block, but it's a block that on against LeBron James or something. So they look at the opposing team as well on how good the play is, because if you're doing a defensive play against a better player, that makes it more valuable. And yeah, I totally just slept on that, but I do keep an eye on it now.
Yeah,
you also?
it's definitely something to watch out for. It's difficult with so many moments out there to like watch every moment and see who's in it, who's not in it. If you're not a basketball expert or a player, definitely, I'm not a big expert on it. So, for example, I wouldn't know how good of a player Dwight Howard was or is. I would have to do some research to find out his previous achievements. Yeah, so for the non-NBA expert, probably would be difficult other than knowing the big stars in the game. But yeah, so that's why it's probably good to load up on your knowledge, try to watch some more games or listen to the commentary, listen to the people talking about it, and know who are these players that people value even in general in NBA. So yeah, LeBron is obviously one of them. Any moment he is in, he's like the god tier of Topshot. And like I always say, just to never sell anything related to LeBron closely ever. So that's probably a good strategy that would, if anybody follows, that would stand them in good stead. So yeah, I think yes, definitely important to see who else is in the play, because for example, even in the Harden reward moment in the holo, he's giving an assist to Kyrie Irving, and both of them are doing pretty well for the Brooklyn Nets. Imagine if they eventually go on to become Eastern Conference champions, maybe even NBA champions. These moments are gonna have a lot more value. Although I think the play is kind of okay. I mean, it's just a kind of a circus shot because it's like a between the legs assist. It's not something that memorable, but it's just funny.
Yeah, I think some value has changed since our early days, because back then maybe the ratio between the NBA the NBA fans and the NFT holder is kind of similar, the same. So not many people value have the same thing, like now we have like maybe 80-90% NBA fans joining Top Shot, I think. So I think our value is there if people see the same value. So if we see like many people talk about it, many people value it, so I think yeah, there will be value in the player that feature in the play. I think that.
Yeah, it's definitely really nice to see all these NBA fans in the community, because I have so much to learn. The strategies and different investment moves they make are really interesting to watch and learn from. And like you said, it's very different from the early days where it was just NFT enthusiasts.
So there's another question. I think it's quite hard to answer. How do you think the best to balance your portfolio between longer term hold like rookies or size one, and shorter term flips like in size two that has utility for challenge? Do you guys buy moment for that used for challenge only for flip, or do you never do that and only buy if to complete the challenge?
For me, I am not fast enough after the challenge completes to list it below everyone else. So there's other collectors in the community that are really good at dumping the moments right after the challenge, and I just can't compete with it. So I just go with the long-term hold strategy. Just wait out the dip, and it so far it's always come back and beyond where it was before the challenge. Sometimes it takes a long time, but
Yeah.
it always goes up so far.
Yeah, for me also, it's become a lot more difficult to just buy for a quick flip. Oh, I think we lost Naps there. Is he off?
Yeah, did you leave the call? He left us alone.
Sorry.
Okay,
I was
he's
scared.
back.
We can't be by ourselves. We need a moderator.
We need the host. So yeah, I just find it like the collection has grown so big, and like the community has grown so big. Any opportunity that comes up in the marketplace gets taken up within a few moments. For example, yesterday I've been trying to buy the Cool Cat Carl Anthony Towns. I need him for my Master Challenge Lamelo Ball Cool Cat, but there's so many that got listed between $300 and $400. I kept trying to buy. I just couldn't buy it. I don't know if it's bots or I don't know if it's just clears being really quick, but I just couldn't get it. So I have to wait for it to settle down and just pay the premium or whatever. So I just think right now we're not fast enough, or like it doesn't make sense to do flipping anymore, because you might make a few $100s here and there. Probably you'd make more by just holding on. So I think the strategy for flipping is not too much. Is there a little bit? For example, I bought extra Luka Cool Cat because I know that eventually it's going to be needed for the Lamelo challenge, and it's definitely going to go up in value because that's the biggest bottleneck in that challenge. So there was a no-brainer to buy that. If you had some dapper, you just buy it when Luka was cheap. So that's kind of for flipping. I know that for sure. So I don't do that too much, but just something that I know I'm sure of. Just buy and then eventually flip it, and invest in some long-term moments.
Yeah, I think that's similar with me. I'm just buying for completing challenge most of the time. So another question is like, uh, which one do you think are more valuable? Is it the run it back or the mgle?
Yeah, I saw that question a while ago, and I've been thinking about it in the back of my mind. I think the run it back, I think, will hold the most long-term value, just because those are the oldest plays of Series 1. So those are always going to be high demand. Metallic gold will be in every series. It's kind of like a continuation. So those will always have attention too. So it's a really tough competition, I guess. But yeah, I think there's a premium on being the oldest plays of Series 1. And we've already seen that in the marketplace. They've really taken off.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when those dropped, I didn't pick up very many packs. I only picked up a couple, even though back then you could have bought hundreds because they were just you had hours to buy them because there weren't that much demand. But I didn't predict how much in demand they would be today. But yeah, the market has spoken.
Yeah, I've lost out on the RIBs so bad because I had so many of them. I actually got quite a few packs, especially also the era packs, and but you were just getting so much value on your packs immediately in the market. Like within a week, you could make 2x of your investment. You would be crazy not to sell in that kind of environment when the rest of Topshot was not really pumping that much. So I was just so happy just flipping all my RIBs for 2x or 3x at that time. Obviously, I
I think we're losing you. Also, can you hear me, or am I losing everyone?
I can hear you, but I think we lost Kylo.
Yeah, I think we lost Kylo.
Kylo's frozen.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I think for me, comparing run it back with the metallic gold, I think metallic gold will always. I like metallic gold, and it is the first moment in Top Shot. But I think running back will have better value on some moment, maybe some moment that already on player that have retired, like uh, Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan, something like that. So if player like James Harden, there is James Harden in Impact as well, right? James Harden, Kyloren. I think I like the metallic gold more than the run it back. Except if it is their rookie moments like Giannis or Oladipo, I think maybe the run it back is better. Now you're back, Kylo.
Yeah, sorry. Where did I lose you guys? I don't know. I was speaking about my RIBs. I just flipped most of them. But there is also, other than the rookies and the RIBs, there's also Carmelo Anthony's career night,
Highest
62
scoring.
points. Yeah, so those are some special moments, right? And he's in a Knicks jersey. That's where most of his fans remember him from, and they love Carmelo Anthony. I'm a Knicks fan myself, so I think those are the kind of moments that you definitely would want to keep for the memories. The moment, the play itself is not that great. It's just like a normal shot, and it's almost like not very amazing shot, but it's just that it's from his career night. I think that's definitely something people have given value to. So I think both will retain value for Series One. That's for sure. And I
Well,
hear that there are more RIBs coming from other players.
Yeah,
So that also seems to be a recurring set. So it might continue to have value as well there.
is it
yeah, that's
in
a
the
good
mid
point.
of
Yeah,
March?
yeah,
Continue also.
that's a good point. The run it backs for Series 2 are going to be even older moments from what we hear, like somewhere between 2005, 2010. So, yeah, that'll be an interesting dynamic to see. And then about the Carmelo play for the run it back, at least it's better than the holo Carmelo where he almost loses the ball. But I like to tell myself that he meant to do that, and that's what makes the play so great for the holo. just to trick the other team. But maybe we'll never know.
Okay,
Yeah.
we are 1 hour already. So maybe one last question before we close our stream today. Uh, what do you guys think about the current market condition? Will you buy at this price or will you wait? Many people asking what is the best to do at the moment. Some people buy high and they ask should they sell and wait more till market dips more, or will you buy now or what? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I would never recommend selling at a loss, and it's even an extra loss because then you add the 5% market fee on top of that. So, yeah, if you bought that when you buy a moment, make sure you believe in the long-term value of it, and if you do believe in that long-term value, then don't sell yourself short.
Okay. So
Yeah.
if you have if maybe a bit, sorry, Kylo, if you have money right now, will you buy the moment at the current price, or will you wait for market to dip more?
Yeah. Well, for me, they're all unique NFTs. So, if you see a particular moment or a serial number on the marketplace, that might be your only chance to get it because there could be any moment another collector could pick it up and hold it for a lifetime. So, yeah, I'm still collecting moments at these prices. My favorite is always the Marcus Smart misprint from Series 1 because that's probably the biggest mistake we'll ever see in Top Shot. So it's just kind of a fun thing to collect. So even if they go up more, I would still be interested in buying more.
How about you, Kylo? What
Yeah,
do you think?
I would definitely go for some bargains right now. Definitely also number ones and serial numbers. If you can find some good deals on those on the market as people are trying to sell for cheaper, I think definitely you should go for that. As you know, long-term large value resides in those two serials or maybe the last serial number also. So if you're able to find those, or if you're able to afford those, definitely go for it. The other way to get it is go for challenges, right? That gives you some chance at those. So otherwise, then just go for the challenges. And yeah, so what I did was I sold a bunch of stuff a couple of weeks back, and I consolidated that. I went for the number 3 Vince Carter base, because I believe that to be one of the iconic moments from Series 1. Vince Carter is never coming back, and that's his only moment. And so I bought the number 3. It was quite expensive, but sold a bunch of other stuff. I know that eventually it's going to have a lot more value. Number 3 also because it's a 3-pointer. So, each collector can look at the serial numbers and assign different values to it. Like, for example, in the beginning, the last serial did not have that much premium, but over a period of time, a lot of collectors seem to have started liking that last serial, and it started getting at least some premium now. So you never know. Some serials, people say number 88 might be interesting for some people in Asia. I don't know if that's true, but it could be, and everybody has their own favorite number. For example, probably all the NBA players have their jersey numbers. They're also their favorite or lucky numbers. So those are definitely good to collect because they're emotionally connected to that as well. But number 1 on the blockchain also means that it was actually physically the first one to be ever minted on the blockchain. So that again is very special to all NFT collectors out there, which is, we have a blend of NFT collectors and NBA fans. So both the number 1 and jersey are very, very special in my opinion. So if you can find some deals on the market, definitely go for it now. And if you want to sell some stuff, don't sell now at a loss. I've definitely put some stuff on sale, but not at market low prices. I've put it maybe 20-30% higher, so that when in the next run up, in the next pump that comes, those moments will sell, and then I can use that dapper dollar to buy some of the other moments that I want.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I also collect that birth of year and also like draft year and draft pick number. I noticed that some player have the jersey number the same as their draft pick. So if player that don't have the same number, I usually buy that. Last buy was I bought Kyloren holo size 1 for maybe $5,000 only on his draft pick number. So my strategy is when the market start to pump, I always look at the market and see which play is still under value compared to others. Because as you notice, when market start to pumping, they are not going up at the same rate. Some moment are still lagging behind. So that's where you find a deal, I think. And maybe for right now, like I also said, if you find a deal in the market for the low min that you like, maybe you should get it because yeah, if you have money and you want it, they might not be appear in the market again in the future. Okay, I think that's all for our stream today. Anything else you want to add, Kylo? Also?
No, thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun. I've been wanting to talk to you guys for a long time, face to face. So thanks for scheduling this, and I'd be happy to come back anytime. A lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a great chat, and thank you for having us, and thank you to everybody on the comments in the comment section for all the questions and joining us on this call. And thanks, Napoleon, for organizing it. Had a good time. Definitely up for doing it again. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining us today. See you next time.